Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'm going to take that for you. You take the other one?
Take me. Take me.
All right.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
I guess I'll go in.
Hey,
How
thanks.
you doing, Scott?
Good. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I can take your coats.
All right.
This is so, be careful, it's heavy. There's a lot more stuff to get.
Okay. Well, Barb, you just need to stay in here.
What?
You stay in here.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh God. Correct,
Oh my
please.
gosh. Wow.
Welcome. As you may know, I am Uncle Sam. I am here to introduce you to the world of America. Please come down because I want you to come in this room.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Congratulations.
Wow.
Mascara.
Come see me. Come see me. I have something to tell
I'll
you.
see you, okay? It's right here.
I am an icon, a national treasure, and one of the most recognizable figures in the world. Each year, millions make the journey to experience my history in person. I am the... What?
Oh, I'm being quizzed. Statue of Liberty. I passed the test. That's the point.
Freedom,
got about 15 more.
inspiration, and hope. I'm a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States to commemorate the centennial of the Declaration of Independence.
This is
My
all pressure.
crown,
I don't know 14 answers.
my crown represents light with spikes evolving out to the world to symbolize the end of slavery. My broken shackles. And my tablet inscribed with July 4th, 1776 in Roman numerals, noting with the words penned by Emma Lazarus in 1883, give me, your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, yearning to breathe free the wretched wreckage of their teenage. No, it's not! I swear, it's my daughter's. Okay, you can go now.
Okay.
You go around to everybody.
Okay. What's the next question?
Yeah, you gotta go around.
Answer to me then.
Now it'll be.
Let's start nice and easy. I went on an expedition with my friend into the Louisiana Territory.
Uh-oh.
So the Blank and Clark expedition, if that helps.
I know this one. Lewis and
Yes.
Clark.
Explore the world with the governor of Missouri, and for that
Oh my gosh, I'm
region.
gonna fail.
No, you got it. Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks, Chris.
Once you go, there's so many.
We don't all have speech.
You don't really have to, I got a speech, but I might jump through it.
Benjamin Franklin.
So, in 1748,
I know. Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. Beat it.
Benjamin Franklin.
at the age of 42, my successes allowed me to hang up my printer's apron and become a gentleman of leisure. My retirement allowed me to spend my remaining 42 years studying science and devising inventions, things like the lightning rod. You may have heard of my kite flying skills. Bifocal glasses, and even a more efficient heating stove. That's right, the Franklin stove. It also gave me the freedom to devote myself to public service. I never ran for elected office, but I was honored to serve as a delegate to both the Continental Congress and the Constitutional Convention. I was a diplomat and ambassador to France and to Sweden, and I was the first Postmaster General. I penned and published Poor Richard's Almanac for 25 years. It contained all sorts of fun information like weather and poems and advice. For I always believed we should either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Pushing back on the tyranny of my time, it was clear that freedom of speech is a principal pillar of free government. When the support is taken away, the constitution of a free society is dissolved and tyranny is erected on its ruins. When the Constitutional Convention was reaching its close, I had to admit the new Constitution was not perfect, but I asked my colleagues to approach the document with humility. Here's a little bit of what I shared with them that day. I agree to this Constitution with all its faults, if they are such. I doubt, too, whether any and other convention can attain a better Constitution. But when you assemble a number of men to have the advantage of their joint wisdom, you inevitably assemble with those men all their prejudices, their passions, their errors of opinion, their local interest, and their selfish views. From such an assembly can a perfect production be expected. It therefore astonishes me to find this system approaching so near its perfection as it does. Thus I consent to the Constitution because I expect no better, and because I'm not sure that it isn't the best. I cannot help expressing a wish that every member of the convention, who may still have objections to it, would with me on this occasion doubt a little of his own infallibility and put his name to this instrument. I did own 2 slaves during my life, both of whom worked as household servants, but in my old age I came to view slavery as a vile institution that ran counter to the principles of the Revolution. After all, life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and we get wise too late. I took over as president of the Pennsylvania Abolition Society in 1787 and presented a petition to Congress granting liberty to those unhappy men who alone in this land of freedom are degraded into perpetual bondage. That petition was ignored, but I kept up my fight the rest of my life. Let me conclude with my creed of sorts. The best thing to give to your enemy is forgiveness, to an opponent, tolerance, to a friend, your heart, to a child, a good example, to a father, deference, to your mother, conduct that will make her proud of you, and to yourself, respect, and to others, charity. I bid you adieu, Benjamin Franklin.
Thanks, Ben Franklin.
All right, I wrote some, but I'm going to try to skip
I
through
don't
some
know
of it.
this one, so.
You will.
You as well
You
just
might.
tell me.
All right. I lost my wife and mother on the same day, Valentine's Day in 1884, just 2 days after the birth of my first child, Alice. I moved to the Badlands of the Dakota Territory to live and work as a rancher, believing the hard work would keep me from depression. I was a Harvard-educated Easterner, so it was quite the adjustment. I am the first president to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm best known for expanding the role of the U.S. in world affairs, conserving natural resources, and preserving unique landscapes of national significance. I oversaw the building of the Panama Canal, created the United States Forest Service and 150 national forests, the first federal bird reserve at Pelican Island, led the National Wildlife Refuge System, named 18 national monuments including Muir Woods and the Grand Canyon, added 5 national parks to the list, expanded Yosemite Park, and in total preserved approximately 230 million acres for land for, quote, the benefit and enjoyment of the people. I did not ride a moose across the lake, one of the first cases of fake news during my presidential campaign as a third-party candidate. Who am I?
It's on the tip of my tongue, but
Teddy Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Are you gonna invoke my citizenship?
Caterpillar.
No.
Oh, this wig came wrong. It's supposed to be wavy.
Threw me off, really. Like, I'm thinking, who has big curls?
I wanted so hard to look like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Reflection.
It was a So Hot Teddy mix.
Oh, I see.
All right, so we're a little bit different.
No.
No.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're together, right?
Oh,
now I know
who you
what
are.
we're from. Okay, are you ready?
You are together.
Yes, we're the same. Almost. Okay,
You're one person.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you who I am.
No.
No. I'm gonna tell you who I am. So I'm good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm here in the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It is Saturday morning, October 26, 1:18 a.m. 1985. This is temporal experiment number 1. What do you think? That's your hint.
Fictional character.
That's my hint.
Yeah, for fictional character.
That's your hint.
That's your hint.
They're from a movie.
They're
Yes.
from a movie.
Series of movies.
Oh, nobody calls me chicken.
1.21 gigawatts. Nothing?
Do you play the guitar?
Flux capacitor.
88 miles per hour. 88 miles per
Show
hour.
me this movie.
A flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she might not
It's his fault.
Yeah. No. We'll go back to the picture.
She's seen it.
Back to the Future. It's a very famous
Marty
movie.
McFly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty famous in America. Hey, right on though.
Everything is
Yeah.
I am Tom Sawyer.
Okay.
That was easy.
And I am Becky Thatcher.
We were created from the imagination of a great writer, humorist, entrepreneur, and lecturer.
That person is Samuel Langhorne Clemens.
Sam Clemens was raised in Hannibal, Missouri. Hannibal set the stage for one of his best-known novels, starring in Us and the Adventures of Tom Sawyer. His boyhood years are chronicled in his novel, Life on the Mississippi. You probably have heard some of his other works, such as A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur, Fort, and The Prince and the Pauper.
After an apprenticeship as a typesetter and contributing to the printer of the typesetter with some writings of his own, he became a riverboat pilot, a dream of every boy in Life on the Mississippi. This is where he chose the pen name of which would stick with him for the rest of his life.
His wit and satire earned him praise. He was friends with many, including presidents and European royalty, artists, and industrialists.
He spoke out strongly relative to the American interest in Hawaii and opposed annexation of the Philippines. William Faulkner referred to him as the father of American literature.
Oh God. My degree was not in literature. It rhymes with smart brain. Yeah.
This person will be remembered throughout history for his writings and satire, most of all.
Yeah, he's one of the most comedic.
Big clue here, his mustache.
It's a book I'm reading.
Oh.
I told you what book I was reading.
He wrote the,
Why didn't you tell me?
He's arguably the
So,
comedic genius.
he wrote this
writer
short
of the
story,
last 50 years.
Warfare.
Born in Missouri. Twain.
It's
Mark Twain. Great I'm the first American woman to go into space. I didn't know that one either, did you? You did.
I
I'm the
knew
first
the
teacher that went into space, but
Oh,
when they went
yeah.
up, the rocket blew up. and she died.
right on.
Doesn't that mean you never went?
Challenger. Doesn't count when you make it.
She left you.
I like
I thought they blew up like right after
I am the first American into space, the second in history, and the oldest man to ever land on the moon. Did a bunch of stuff after all that, but none of it involved space, so nobody cares.
So we misunderstood the assignment, so my name tag is covered right now. I'm one Air Force test pilot, one of the original 7 astronauts, and I was the first man to step on the moon.
Armstrong.
Yep.
I didn't know this, so I'm glad you.
Yeah.
I was the first American to orbit around the Earth, and I later became a senator.
The first to orbit around.
Another name for the toilet.
To be fair, I wouldn't guess them either.
John? Yep.
Yeah.
John.
Oh, I didn't know the last one. Okay, John. Another name for the toilet. Yeah. The John. Oh, there's more. Oh God, why is there more?
Knowing
Oh, I know you.
You know me. Mine's easy. I was the first woman to
Yes, I know you.
fly solo across the
Oh my
Atlantic,
God.
and I disappeared, presumed dead on my first attempt to
you're dead.
circumnavigate the globe.
You know
You've
I
been
know
dead
you.
for a while, you know what I mean?
One of my friends hates you.
Me.
Bedelia. It rhymes with Bedelia. Emilia Hart.
Earhart.
Hart.
Yep.
So I'm in a wheelchair. I was a president of the country during a very chaotic time.
This
was especially chaotic. There were what? More, actually. There were 4 terms. 3.5, I guess, terms that I served.
3.5?
Because I died in office during the 4th one. But I came into office during the Great Depression, and then when I died in office, World War II was still going on. I also wrote the New Deal, and I famously said as part of the New Deal, which was all designed to protect Americans and workers and the economy after the Depression, and to reduce, put a cap on how many hours people were allowed to work without overtime, and to put a minimum wage on what people were allowed to be paid. So no business. No, I'm just reading this really quick.
Oh.
No business which depends for. What?
Oh, nothing. Sorry.
You can guess after I'm just reading this quote, which relates to the New Deal. So, no business which depends for existence on paying less than living wages to its workers has any right to continue in this country. By business, I mean the whole of commerce as well as the whole of industry. By workers, I mean all workers, the white-collar class, as well as the men in overalls. And by living wages, I mean more than a bare subsistence level. I mean the wages of decent living.
You're a good guy.
Thank you.
He's related to another
by
president.
Brian Fitzgerald's opinion,
His
was the
cousin is also in
greatest.
this room, and you've already talked to his
He's got another family member.
His cousin Teddy.
His cousin Teddy.
That's even like.
What
last name?
What was Teddy's last
Teddy
name?
Roosevelt. Roosevelt. Is his cousin.
Just say President
So-
Roosevelt.
Yeah, but I can't remember the first name.
He goes by
Franklin Roosevelt?
Yes, Franklin Roosevelt. There we go. FDR, baby, FDR. Last one here.
Oh God.
Last one. You got this.
2 more.
Why is my face on this thing?
I am known for taking mundane, everyday items and creating them into art. I have been awarded as the first pop artist with my crazy wigs. Thank you. Some people hated my art, some people loved my art, but regardless, I'm revered as one of the top artists of the 20th century. I continue to progress through my life, starting as an illustrator, going to a painter, working with silk art.
Silk art?
Silk art.
That's very specific.
Yes. I am a boy.
Oh, you're a boy.
I'm a man.
And someone in this room
I'm a
has a
full-grown
name.
Polish man, so went into cinema, and then upon my death at the age of 58, I continued to work on paintings. One of my most well-known pieces of art looks like this, but with Marilyn Monroe's face. Who am I?
Or a Campbell's soup.
Rhymes with candy.
Campbell's soup.
Kanzi, Danzy, Manzi. I don't know.
Take the C off.
I think this Andy.
Yeah.
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol, congrats. Oh, that's good. That was good.
There's more. Oh my.
One more.
Can this be a 3D? Like.
We promise we'll never do this to you again.
But you earned it.
You're the one who made the flag.
She earned
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Are you?
It's legend that.
The legend that you designed the flag. We have your house in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And your name is. Oh my God.
Sweaty.
What?
Elizabeth was my
Sweaty
given
Boss.
name, but I would never call that.
Rhymes with sweaty boss.
Yeah. Betsy Ross.
Welcome to America! I love it. That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Is my citizenship still? It's
not revoked.
It's not even. You're good.
Merry Christmas.
You do have to watch back to the
I didn't know who.
Yeah, you should have won that movie.
I'm glad they didn't.
El Calbatiba!